said on the private chat and on the comments that on minute 10, right, we'll be doing a minute silence. We've already announced on our Instagram story, so at minute 10 of the live stream, we'll be doing a 1 minute silence to obviously show respect.
Very well. Yeah, what's the significance of the 10th minute?
I don't know, because if I say obviously his age, we'll be going over that 1 hour mark. I don't know, but I just thought 10-minute, why not? But yeah, and what was he, 74? So if that would be in the stream time, then that would be 1 hour and 14 minutes. So I don't know if it'll be going.
We normally go about 1 hour 30 anyway, so I think it would be fairly appropriate.
Okay, so we'll do 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour 14 minutes. That's fine.
14, and I'll give you we'll give you the alert when it's time. Yeah.
Alert me. Oh, 76. Was he 76 or 74?
I believe he 1948, 2024, 76. Basic arithmetic.
76. So 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. I'm just gonna star it in case obviously I missed the comment, but yeah, up to you, Manny. We got Harry back again. Back-to-back live stream. Right. It's time to go on motivated by that Manchester United. Hey then, Harry.
Know what I mean, Harry, as Frank Bruno used to say.
Yeah, but I just say some quick things on Sven because I know you touched on his England tenure. I think people need to understand that some things don't work out in life, and that's just how it is. You can't get the outcome you want. But I just want to talk about Sven as a person because from what I've seen of him in interviews and just in general. And I'm going to big up to Liverpool for what they did to him, allowing him to manage because that was his dream. So I thought that was actually brilliant to see. And I just think he probably was a really nice person. He came across a really nice person. And we should try and remember, even if you didn't like him while he was in England, that he was a really decent guy. And yeah, I'm happy to be back on the channel and hopefully we'll get into the football pretty soon. Yeah.
And of course, with the Greek connection, you obviously remember the England-Greece 2-2 draw, which
I do. Unfortunately,
England's spot in the World Cup. Safe to say, Arto Rahagel was not a happy chappy that day.
No. We did win the Euros in 2004 in the end, so.
Anyways,
miss out on small things, and it leads you to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
We do have, Mr. Everton 10th, apparently. How you doing, Arnie?
Yeah, boys.
You still think Everton will get 10th, even though they conceded 4 goals to Tottenham, yeah? Yeah?
I will give it to Gameweek 5. Shocking, though, still. Very shocking. I'm happy, though. I'm happy, don't get me wrong. Spudsy done a job on them, so suits me to the ground.
To be honest, he smashed Brentford. I know Mr. B's in the background, but he smashed them up, innit? Joking.
We dominated. We're very comfortable. We'll get into that. Rest in peace.
Obviously, everyone's in now, so I'm going to end them. But no, we'll get on to the game later.
Yeah.
Murray, Honeygun. How you doing, Honeygun? You're on mute, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, lads. I'm not with it today. Sorry, I was a little bit late, but yeah, hope you're all doing well.
We know who the master of being late is, so don't worry.
And
nice, we're playing drama, man. Leave him
my best wishes go out to Sven's family and friends, of course. Very tragic news coming out today, and I hope he rests easily. And it was a great touch by Liverpool to let him manage the Legends team. But yeah, we lost a real Legends today, so rest in peace to Sven.
100%. Big up to you, how you doing, Mr. B?
Yeah, cool, man. Cool. Yeah, sad day about Sven. Really sad. He can't say he was a bad manager because no other England managers really took him to the World Cup win apart from.
He was good for Syria, though. Syria, he was very good manager.
Yeah, Lazio, isn't it?
Yeah, apart from Alf Ramsey, he's the only one that won it with England. So, but he did have other sort of success elsewhere. So, I think he was a quality manager and a top bloke. Nice bloke. We all know what happened with his, private life because it was all over the papers and stuff. But but still, great man, and sadly missed today.
100%. But obviously, we will pay our tributes on 1 hour 60 minutes. But yeah, no. Big up to the people in the chat being respectful as well. That's what I'd like to see. My peace, Sven, praise up to his family 100%. Chelsea fans, always good to see you in the comments. Same to you, Cameron, as well. Well, I was going to say, where do we start? But bloody hell, I have to go in order. But right. I'm gonna explain what happened. Right.
I haven't even watched
Right.
match of the day.
Can you explain?
That marking. I'm gonna listen. It is embarrassing for me. Whoever's still defending these players, right? It is absolutely embarrassing, and I'm gonna get the picture up.
It's embarrassing, honest. It's a disgrace.
Is
I have to
You
do
can't keep
that.
blaming the players though, Horace.
for me. I think there's a lot of I've seen a lot of United fans. They've tried to mix it. Some are saying it's Ten Hag, some are saying.
Because the substitutions were a bit.
Oh, for me, I'm sorry, but if you take off Bruno and you bring on McTominay, you've lost the game already. No. What is the point? Bringing off Bruno for McTominay, right? Yes, Bruno had the stinker, right? But
You're going to miss McTominay, Horace, when he goes, won't you? You're going to miss him, man.
oh, I'll be in tears.
going,
man.
isn't
I'll be in tears. I'll be in tears.
Horace, did you know I wanted him at Anfield?
Hey,
Did you know that I wanted Buffon at Anfield when I saw him at
Buffon?
Sporting?
Who?
Fernandes.
Bruno.
oh Bruno. All right.
Bruno.
Really, you wanted him at Liverpool, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I wanted him with that. I mean, still, I'm surprised to find out that he had a stinker.
No, for me, right? Everyone had this thing, apart from Mazwari and it's hard. I think Mazwari only looked decent. That's it. Rest of them, absolute dreadful. Rashford.
Daddy Welbeck.
Rashford. I'm sorry, but Rashford, right? Rashford. He lost pace. He has lost pace, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because he's absolutely dreadful. So that's why.
His head's not right at Rashford.
I'm gonna get the marking of. This is not even League Two standards, as well. Like, I'm gonna show you right now. The second goal, right? Second goal. What is this? Right, the ball crosses in. Right, who is marking João Pedro? Like, no one is marking him. I tried to get a bit better picture, right? But after that, right, everyone comes in, right, leaves João Pedro unmarked, and then easy header for him.
Great bit of skill, though, the ball.
For me, right,
amazing.
Brighton, the thing that annoyed me, right, Brighton played a high line. They played a high line the whole game, and we still couldn't hurt them. Arsenal played them next, right? Watch Arsenal kill them now with their high line. Because I'm sorry, Bruno played the way when Bruno has the ball, right, he treats like as a bomb, right? Because he just kicks it, hooves the ball, man. Relax with the ball. But now again, there's a stat, right? Manchester United, right, have lost more away games than Ten Hag has wins for Manchester United in total. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. So, another stat being broken in this match day 2. Mr. Eric Ten Hag. Look, I'm not saying Eric Ten Hag out, but these away performances needs to be way better. Like, I'm sorry, but last season, everyone knows how bad our away form was last season. Like, we couldn't even beat the top 9. So, I don't know. Obviously, we play Liverpool on Sunday, which I'll be saving that for another stream. But it's embarrassing. It is. If anyone wants to, have their say right now and call, feel free. Yeah, go on.
So, we were talking about this before, like, we went live, but I looked at the past history, partly because of a tweet. Someone saying that United have lost like the last 5-6 games at Brighton. So this shouldn't really come as a surprise in that sense, like psychologically. But at the same time, you look at Ten Hag and you think his substitutions were diabolical, I think. Because I watched the last like 30 minutes of the game. And I just think United they say somewhat improved a bit, I think, from last season by Xerxes and all these other players that joined. But I just don't think Ten Hag still knows his best team, and it's been like what 2-3 years now. He doesn't know. I don't know what United are trying to do in terms of style, because I thought they'd do the Ajax thing, but they're not doing that because obviously he came from Ajax. So I just still don't know what United really are. And we're what, year 3 into Ten Hag, if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just and to me, if I was a United fan, I'd be like, we need to throw this away and start again. But I don't know. There's since Fergie's left 10 years ago, or almost 11 years now, United have just been a mess, and it looks like it's just going to carry on that way. I had to put it that way, but judging by last game, sorry,
he broke the trophy drought after 7 years.
Yeah, I know he did, but United for them, like for as a Spurs fan, yeah, I'd kill to get the FA Cup. We haven't won it since '91, right? So for me, us getting the FA Cup or Carabao like a massive thing. But United used to be the club who were like challenging for the title every season, and winning cups like this, like it was nothing, or like they were in Champions League, getting to the semi-finals every, But I look at them now, and I'm just like they're just shadow of themselves. It's like, I know you're a Liverpool fan. If I like use an example, it's like Liverpool before they got Benitez or something, or before they got Houllier, or even before that, when they were like literally under Hodgson, for example, right? You guys were rubbish under Hodgson. That's kind of how I look at United. It's like that. It's like
even now
Hodgson at Liverpool, huh?
Even now, though.
Yeah.
But they're the holders of the FA Cup, which they've waited for a full 7 years since Europa. So Brighton is, to be fair, is their nemesis, and they love playing them. But you know what worries me more is the fact that they lost to a 31-year-old. No disrespect to the age or anything.
No, that's on Ten Hag then, isn't it?
I had them to edge it, but obviously, I think all of us did, and we were proven wrong. So to me, it's like Oris mentioned as well, the away form is quite shocking.
That's on Ten Hag
from a rival's perspective. And the points that you're making.
I was talking about United in like a long-term view, right? Saying I just don't think they're nowhere near what they used to be, and I think it's part of
give Brighton some credit as well. Give Brighton some credit. They done really well.
James Milner dominated us. What? Right.
7 years old.
I would give it the credit to Brighton. Right? They've got good players. Jean Pedro's good. Listen, right? Billy Gilmore, who's about to leave to Napoli, right? Dominate us again and again and again. So Billy Gilmore turns into Iniesta, Scottish Iniesta, right? Every time he plays us, right? First goal, right? I don't know who crosses in, but someone crosses in, right? Maguire's this. He just watches. And then, as soon as they score, right, the camera pans to him, right? He says, I couldn't get the ball. Yes, you could. Use your leg, kick it out. Simple as that. But then again, Ten Hag, he's doing the same thing. Like, remember when he bought Casemiro, right? When he bought Casemiro in this season, right? He was playing McTominay, and he was waiting for McTominay to make a mistake. Then he was start Casemiro. I'm sorry, right? The lit 50 million, and he's on the bench for 2 games already. I know he has another pre-season with us, but surely it's embarrassing now that he still hasn't started him yet. And I'm sorry, can't be doing what he did last season. Not last season, but previous seasons, where you're waiting for a player to make a mistake and you replace him. Start the lit, start your best players, start playing Mason Mount, start playing myself, because I'm not good, right? I only press. Right? You know, if I say, but he's good pressing off the ball. I swear to God, right? Before, right, all the United fans, I've never heard no United fans tell me about off the ball. What does that even mean? Can someone tell me here what this off the ball means? Because I'm sorry, if you're a footballer and you're getting paid 250 grand a week, and a United fan tells me he's good off the ball.
What they're saying, Oris, is that when United don't have the ball, he's one of the players who's tracking someone or doing recoveries and stuff like that. By the way, I'm not saying that it's good. It's a good thing, but I'm just saying this is what it means.
That's his job. That's really his job, right? But when he does have the ball, the hell does he do with it? But listen, someone's being quiet. I know. We'll get on to Villa very later, but Manny.
No, listen. Let me also add a little. And look, I'm not going to have you slandering me just as a prelude, all right? But what I will say about United is that, again, you're in a situation where effectively you are Eric Ten Hag is still trying to, live off the goodwill of winning some silverware. That really can't last forever, and that's another reason why Arteta, if anything, should be under even more pressure to deliver for Arsenal this season. If he doesn't deliver, then I want him gone too in terms of silverware. And as you said, you can't keep making the same mistakes again and again and again. But let's also take our hats off to Brighton. I know it's a little bit early, and of course they are now top of the league on goal difference, ahead of both Arsenal and Liverpool. But he seems to have found some sort of a system where he gets the players now working a lot more as a unit, and I only hope that he doesn't. That Josela doesn't start making the same mistakes that De Zerbi made. And I certainly wouldn't want him to, end up being called a fraud by everyone. And I think the thing about these young managers is that they are really, really good students of the game. They always try very hard. And I wouldn't exactly call him very cocksure of himself, but he at least comports himself with dignity and knows that although he is by no means the finished article, he is humble enough to accept that and is willing to improve. You know what they say? They who know not and know that they know not are humble and can be taught and can certainly learn. They who know not and know not that they know not, Mikel Arteta being an example, are idiots and we should avoid them like the plague. So I say good luck to Josela. I think he's had a great start now. He will, of course, have bigger tests coming up, and how he does in those games will remain to be seen. And, as cricket fans, Steve and I talk a great deal about how so many of these young cricketers make their debuts for England and have some amazing, performances and results. But then we all agree that when things get difficult is when they're going to be really tested.
Yep. Yeah. Harry, what's your thoughts on United result against Brighton? I mean, yeah, honey gone.
Yeah, I just want to start off by it's happened again. It's happened again. Brighton and Hove Albion. It's happened again. Now, yeah, very very poor result for Man United. Brighton deserved all the 3 points, and yeah, you just questioning really how many more games does Ten Hag have left? Then you probably bring Gareth Southgate, so even more.
Whoa. We're not getting Southgate. I swear, if we get Southgate right, that's it. I think that's it from me. Like, that'll be end for me. Like, honestly, I'll be quitting football. If United get Gareth Southgate right, I'll quit football. Like, I'm my coach. I'll stick to my coach, right, and not watch football ever again. So, yeah.
But look at it this way: look at it this way, though, Orest. If Southgate signs for United, ends up becoming the manager, Rashford could be on his way out.
Not really, because I think Rashford will stay if Southgate's here.
You think he'd want to play under the manager who cut him from the Euro squad? I don't think so.
Well, no, look, for me, I know people are talking about Ten Hag's future already, and it's Gameweek 2, but for me, right, he needs to sort it out. Like, him and the players, right? Away, I don't know why we can't perform away. On this match, I'm not overreacting, but against Brighton, we should have killed them in the first half. The man, we didn't test, for me, right, we had chance, but we didn't test the keeper enough, really. We didn't test him enough. And you know what? Fair play to Amad Diallo. He scored, but obviously he lost his biological mother. So my condolences to Amad Diallo. But fair play for him, because apparently he requested to United to play for him to play. So that takes big B to do that. So yeah.
You can say big character. You don't need to use bad words all the time.
Big kahunas.
But yeah, Flecken, yeah. But Arnie, you want to see your last words? United will move
But
over.
we made some decent saves, though, to be fair.
Mm.
Could have been more that good.
Do you want to see your last thoughts on United will move over? Your last thoughts? Arnie with a dodge.
Yeah, I think I more or less summed it up when I was chatting to Harry
Everton Arnie.
about it's a bit shocking how you lose to a 31-year-old, but putting that aside, this is your bogey team, but still should be doing much better.
Yeah, what's age got to do with it, Arnie? If he's a good manager, what's it matter how old he is, if he's older or young? What's it matter, man?
Who's
He's
that?
doing something, isn't he?
No, I know. As I said,
Jeez.
no disrespect to the age,
the
but the
Brighton-
youngest
the-
manager
the
in the
Brighton-
Prem still.
Mm.
He's only like what, second game in this league as well.
Good, but
Yeah, don't forget we've had young managers.
the other home team as well.
Don Howe. I keep calling him Don Howe. I mean Eddie Howe, right? When he
and
was
he plays
young.
with a high line, which is risky. He plays with a high line. That Brighton man, right? He plays with a high line.
No,
It's
it's
very,
fair enough. Valid point.
it's very risky, right? Because he can get caught out way easily.
Mm.
Not if you're playing against United, not. But if you're playing against City, Arsenal, you could say Tottenham. You know, Tottenham do like to find some open space.
Well, we have a really high line.
I think it's like they are few
Right.
things sort of.
I mean, Brighton are the
He's won the
surprise
cup, so-
team, right? But do you think they'll be up there at the end of the season, Brighton?
No way.
Yeah.
I think they'll be like 7th, 8th, probably something like that.
That's good for them, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I don't
he
see
wasn't
them
on the
making
prediction
Europe.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they won't be top, will they? They won't be top.
I'll
Big
stick
up to
with
you.
the same predictions for now.
They'll be up there.
Big up, Mel.
I
Big
know.
up. Then moving on to the next game, you know. Julian Lopetegui. You know,
Another shock.
I'm joking. Listen, last year I
hammered.
called him, but
Mm.
no, listen, big win for West Ham. You know, going
Yeah,
to Palace Park,
Mm.
and yeah, good win for them, I suppose.
Yeah,
I did predict Palace to win this, but you know what? This is Premier League. You know, West Ham came there and won there. So
I think people are sleeping on West Ham, if I'm being honest, because they've signed some good players like Tadibo, a few other good players. And I think they're going to improve under this manager compared to when they had Moyes. Like, a lot of people are quite... I'm not saying Moyes did a bad job, by the way. I think he did a great job at West Ham. But I think at some point they had to take a chance on someone else to try and get better. And I think they will get better
He's
under
too
this guy.
defensive, Moyes. Though, too defensive, wasn't he? That's his problem.
That's not the point I'm trying to say. It's like they were kind of stagnating into what they were doing, and the style was part of it. I'm not saying it's not part of it, but I think they've taken a chance on this guy, Lopetegui, and they got better players than they got last year. I think with Tadibo, who was linked with Tottenham, right? So I think that I think they'll improve.
yeah.
I would agree, and I actually was one of the few people who predicted that West Ham would win because, you know, when Palace lost to Brentford, I know that Steve was absolutely hopping mad at his team's performance, saying it was a lucky win. You know, we'll take the 3 points.
Yesterday. Worse yesterday.
Exactly, and the fact that you got the 3 points against Crystal Palace makes it all the happier for you. But there was something about Palace in that game. I just think that without Michael Elise, you know, they just really aren't quite the same. I suppose what makes it a bit more surprising in some ways is that I was one of many people who rated Oliver Glasner very highly for the work that he did, and I made it crystal clear that if he were to, you know, come to Arsenal, I definitely would not mind him at all. But for some reason, something seems to be a little bit off, I think, at Crystal Palace, and they just don't seem to be able to, you know, get things together. As far as West Ham are concerned, you know, as Harry said, they've signed some good players, and they certainly are looking to try to do quite well. I will say that against Aston Villa, you know, they lost to the better team, and they didn't deserve that penalty. But there was something about West Ham, I should say, that really made people sit up and take notice and say, you know what, this team actually could do some pretty good things this season. And I think Harry's hit the nail on the head. So once he gets the team, you know, completely buying the ethos there, you know, I say, watch out. The bubbles might be blowing again. They're not going to be burst. But great win for West Ham. And of course, I remember doing the preview for this on Hannah's channel and talking about the theme being old boys coming back to haunt their former clubs. Step forward Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who also played for Manchester United. And I'm sure, Oris, you'll be hoping that he doesn't do the same thing when the Hammers come to Old Trafford.
Well, all I know, right, when he comes to Old Trafford, he's going to be pocketing all our wingers because he knows how we play. So, yeah, I'll be. Listen, us getting Wan-Bissaka, I'm not sad, but like, it's just that when we play against him, right, he knows what we do. So, yeah, whoever plays on the wings, if it's Rashford, if it's Garnacho, then you're gonna have to, try different because Wan-Bissaka, he's been with me for so long now. So, yeah. But Mr. B, your thoughts on the West Ham result?
Yeah, a little bit surprised. I thought Palace might bounce back after losing to us, to be quite honest with you. But no, great result for West Ham as well. I had 1-1 for that. And you lot let me down as well. I had 2-1 Man United against Brighton.
Don't blame
mate.
Blame players, mate. Don't blame me. I know I've started. I know my name is out, but I try my best, right? Try my best.
But good result for West Ham. Really good. So they're up and running now. So that's brilliant.
FC always says being in Palace away and is like watching the game through a letterbox. Sounds a bit like Hansa, right?
You love taking these cheap shots, don't you, son? Behave yourself.
Because I know Mr. B loves Old Trafford.
I don't even live there, so it's no good telling me that. I don't even live there.
Harry.
That's me.
Honeygun, yeah. Palace, West Ham. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a good result for West Ham. Like Steve said, got their season up and running. And yeah, it was a nice, convincing win, routine win. And yeah, like Manny said, maybe something is off at Crystal Palace. I think potentially the fans are getting a bit annoyed with the ownership. Losing all your best players. And right now Palace don't really have a recognised striker. They lost Jordan Ayew to Leicester. Edwards. Well, we have Mateta, but is he going to be firing like he was last season? So maybe we need to bring in another striker. And they are linked with Arsenal's Eddie Nketiah a lot. He was linked with Forest, but I think that deal
Palace 30 million.
falling through. Or has it been confirmed Nketiah to Palace now?
I think it's looking like the Arsenal will accept the deal, yeah. 25 plus 5 million add-ons.
Lovely reunion between him and Rob Holding. How nice.
Yeah. Balding, yeah.
The two legends of Arsenal.
Yeah, they'll love playing each other once again, I'm sure. But yeah.
Yeah, call me, Nketiah, call me. I let you want me saying that anyway. Well, unless he switches to Palace, but anyways, we know Arsenal fans, they love switching clubs in the last minute. Arnie, your thoughts on Palace West Ham?
I'm surprised. As you know, I predicted a Palace win. I don't know what's happening with Palace, really. They're losing to Brentford as well. So now West Ham at home. Under Glasner, who looked very promising. So I don't know. I had them to finish, So if they continue this way, it's definitely not happening.
Mr. B is going to be
just got a buckle up.
If Everton don't get that 10th position, Mr. B is coming for you.
Game week 5, bro.
Everton's never getting 10. Ballon
Flopperdor, yeah.
It's next.
Ballon I think.
Yeah. But now, Arnie, are you impressed? Do you think West Ham will do good this season, Arnie?
They'll do okay. I'm gonna stick with the original still. The prediction I made. I'm still saying 12th.
12th for West Ham.
But no, we're not even on game week 5 though. If that's a good landmark, quarter of the way. Sorry, not quarter. 1/8 of the way through the season. Game week 5. So we'll see how many points they get.
Of course.
For our review at mid-season or half-term report. I think they'll be all right. Should be okay. Lopetegui's not a bad manager. Europa winner as well.
It's not education. Correct. 30 million for the country more than what he's worth. Good business. Joseph mentions Crystal Palace is missing Olise and Anderson. I don't get why they sold Anderson, to be honest, but listen, Palace, they're just being stupid, really. Yeah, we already read that. Joseph, big up. Yep. Flair, big up to you as well. Make sure you guys go check out his socials. I'm gonna delete that. I'm deleting that comment, but Bob Bolding winning, yeah, yeah. You know, Flair, man, you keep it to yourself. Maybe you can chat to in DMs. Sub to everyone. Yeah, make sure you guys go check out everyone's channels, Mr. B's channel. Well, we'll do that at the end. So, but you guys already know where to find Mr. B, Harry as well, and yeah. Right, next game. Obviously, Harry will be back. He just said be right back. So he just been getting a phone call from Daniel Levy. So yeah. Fulham 2-1 against Leicester. Is anyone surprised here? Because I'm not surprised. I did predict Fulham to win here. So
I had 2-2.
I am.
This one.
I had
A
2
bit,
as well.
a little bit. I thought Leicester would pull a point.
oh yeah.
Yeah, same. Oh, 1-0. One of them. I think I changed it on the stream.
How was the phone call with Daniel Levy? Was it good?
No.
A little bit surprised.
They won't sign any players, bro.
Yeah, I actually had Leicester winning this game 2-1. Shows how much I know. But as an Arsenal fan, let me say, well done, Emile Smith-Rowe. Great way to settle in. A lot of people were saying that Smith-Rowe struggled against United at Old Trafford, and maybe it wouldn't have been money well spent. But this just goes to show. I know it's early days, but he seems to be settling in, and if he continues this form,
It's a nice drink. Very nice drink.
I wouldn't be surprised if the next Arsenal. I wouldn't be surprised if the next Arsenal manager decides to buy back Emile Smith-Rowe, at the rate at which he's going. But it is still very early days, and still a lot of games to be
I
played.
really like him.
Great
stuff.
What's going on with Flair tonight?
Yeah. So. Yeah. I'm glad you do. Wonderful to hear that from a Tottenham fan, and yeah. I just hope that he goes from strength to strength, and well done to Marco Silva for signing him. I was expecting that Unai Emery would buy him, but I think Emery wants to move on from the Arsenal connection and doesn't want to touch any of those players with a 10-foot pole because he's got better players in mind. But great start for him, and well done to Fulham with our ex-Gunners in the team. And Leicester, it'll be a bit of a struggle, but they're showing enough spirit to suggest that they could end up staying up. And the only problem is Jamie Vardy cannot start every game. Jamie Vardy cannot start every single game. And Steve Cooper has got to get that into that thick head of his.
I know it's out of topic, but is anyone here a fan of Oasis?
Huh?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Just the drink, not the band.
I don't really listen to much music, to be
I
honest.
used to like them.
Yeah. I'm going to be controversial and say this. Although a lot of people say that Liam Gallagher was the heart of Oasis, without Noel Gallagher, there'd be no Oasis. The main songwriter, and in my opinion, the better singer.
Genius in the lot.
If you hear that song Acquiesce, Liam can't hit the high notes, and if you don't have that much of vocal range, I don't care what appeal you lend to, you are nothing. Noel Gallagher is a musical genius, but the problem is there's a reason why Phil Collins said that he'd put both of them into Room 101. They're talented, but not as talented as they think they are, and they can be downright rude at times, utter bores in many ways.
Yeah. I think we'll move. Does anyone want to say the last bit on Fulham Leicester, and then we can move over? No one?
Oh,
right, cool.
Can I say something quickly on the Fulham Leicester?
Yeah.
So I did kind of predict Fulham to win, so it's not surprising. But Fulham, again, I think they've improved from last season. The Smith-Rowe signing will probably do them some good.
Smith-Rowe, what a goal. Showed up a good goal there.
Yeah, and they got that. Is it Muniz, the striker? Yeah, he'll probably get better. And maybe they can try and make a bit of a push for Europe. I don't know. We'll see.
The Arsenal connection, wasn't it? Iwobi and ESR.
Yeah.
Don't forget Bernd Leno in goal.
Bernd Leno, yeah. Any more Arsenal rejects? Come on.
Nah.
Voices people did Wonderwall, right? I'm right, yeah. Wonderwall.
Yeah, it's brilliant that Wonderwall, isn't it?
That's a tune. That's a tune. Yeah.
Tune, man. Banger.
I've heard better tunes from them. I mean, we can
I'll
go.
look back in anger.
Yeah, we can
Go on.
talk all day about which tunes are the best, but I think we've got to move on. And Manchester. We haven't even discussed Manchester City yet. Why are we talking about Oasis?
But Man City, do we need them like those cheating?
Good segue.
Cheats. Oh, cheats. How Ipswich did not get
Haaland.
I'm sorry, but no. I'm not having that.
Haaland FC. Oh.
But Harry Honeygun, you've triple captain Ireland, no doubt you must be buzzing. You probably had a few pints, even though you're not yet. But yeah.
You celebrate Bristol straw, wouldn't you?
Ribena, the other Ribena.
Decent draw. Could have won it, but decent draw against the side that probably will be in playoffs this year.
Yeah, but no, Ipswich, listen, I do feel kind of bad for the kind of they at least they went for it. They went for it. I know there was 1-0 up, but they had a shot. Unlike Luton, but no, it's Ipswich. I think Ipswich will stay up. Obviously, my prediction, I did predict Ipswich to stay up. I didn't say Ipswich 10th or something.
Okay, now you.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't say Ipswich 10th because I'm not delusional like you, but
got their first goal in the Premier League as well.
Because I forgot. But yeah, Manny, City 4-1 against Ipswich. Any thoughts?
Was it really a surprise? Once again, we had two old boys going back to their old club, Liam Delap and Arianet Muric. And look, there was I think there was some criticism of Muric for one of City's goals, I think. And a lot of people were saying that him being signed by Ipswich wasn't exactly the best move that Kieran McKenna could make. I would say that he was very impressive for Burnley in the. Oh, for heaven's sake! You just can't allow a person to get a word in edgeways, can you, boy? But anyway, Muric actually did look quite good for Burnley in their down the stretch of their season, and I mean he certainly performed a lot better than James Trafford did. I thought that poor boy was overawed by the occasion. But maybe, coming back to his old club, wanting to prove a few points, I just think maybe the pressure got to him. And, there's nothing really much to say about City, really. And now that they've brought back, Ilkay Gundogan, I would expect the team to be a little bit stronger. And let's not forget that Gundogan has also announced his retirement from international football. So he's not going to be tired for City when it comes to playing their games. But, it's just another reminder that City are just peerless, really, and ruthless when it comes to playing against teams, especially teams that have just been promoted. So, it wasn't really that much of a surprise. I think the feel-good factor that was there when Ipswich played Liverpool and gave a great account of themselves only to end up losing in the end to two moments of quality, I think it might have dissipated a little bit. But, the trick is you can't be disheartened about a result like this. You've got to make sure that you, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, all of those same proverbials, and move forward. And how the boys will move forward from this will determine how well they do. And there are other teams that they're going to have to play. I think Ipswich are going to try and find a way to survive, but
they won't.
You also can't look beyond City at this rate with this level of performances. Although they haven't had many big tests yet, and there will be a very big test coming up for Arsenal when they go to the empty had to play them.
For me, it was just a routine win for City. I mean, I didn't really expect any other results. So
I did. I predicted 5-0.
I said 6-0 actually, but I
After
mean,
you.
I had 5-0 as well.
Not rate McKenna, do you guys? Bloody hell.
Yeah, give me some credit. I got the score prediction spot on. I did predict actually that City wouldn't get their clean sheet. So there is some hope actually for some teams to try and play against City if they catch. If City get caught, napping at any point in time, they will concede a goal or two. I definitely don't rate Edison as a goalkeeper. I think he's completely overrated.
Yeah.
It's not like Martinez.
Likewise with Martinez, yeah.
More Onana, man.
You spell Andre Onana wrong and knock it off, boy. Enough's enough.
You've got to put a B at the start.
That's not even my name.
Yeah. Show me Onana's African Cup of Nations trophy, and then you can talk. Otherwise, in the words of Mikel Arteta, shut your mouth and eat it.
Onana lost 4 points.
Flair, how you doing, Flair?
Showing Ireland which way it's going.
Good, thank you.
Behind all the thumbnails. Big up to him. Make sure you guys follow him up on Instagram. But yeah,
The best.
Yeah, the best. Better than Connor.
Any girls hit me up, yeah.
You've got 2 blooming Arsenal fans in here.
But nah, listen, Connor. I hope Connor doesn't. No, I'm joking. I'm only joking, Connor. But yeah, no, look. Where were we? Mr. B, your thoughts on the Man City game?
Yeah. Well, they were 1-0 down. Don't forget. Schmodic scored for Ipswich. So
yeah, I thought he was in a
shock at the time.
Mr. B, I thought he was coming to Brentford. What happened?
Yeah, I know. Same, isn't it? But apparently we're after Evan Ferguson now. Did you know that?
Really?
Sources, mate, are incredible. That bloody hell.
Really?
But his legs are made of
yeah, man. Yeah. That's why he's not playing for Brighton. He's coming to us.
Evan Ferguson could be an amazing striker in a few years.
Yeah, listen, Mr. Sources is 2-1, man. 2-1.
Yeah.
How much?
We're after Chamberlain as well. We're after frigging Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh.
That's when you know your club is absolutely.
Good luck with that. He's shite.
Get him, and then we can give him.
Actually,
no, he's going to Napoli. I forgot. We can give him Maguire.
Was he Ajax, isn't he? Ajax.
Wait, do you want Maguire?
No, man. No, you can keep him. Like Slabby.
And you pay for him. Whatever his name is.
Yeah. We're after him, man.
Honeygun. City against Ipswich. Are you really surprised that City won 4-1?
No, I do think it was too much of a surprise. In all honesty, I think City, they're getting their
must be buzzing
back this season. Of course, when Ipswich scored in the first minute, I was happy as a City fan seeing ex-City player Sammy Smolik scoring in the Prem. But yeah, City just proved too much for Ipswich in the end. But I really think Ipswich, it's the home games for them that are gonna count for them. They've got Fulham up next. We'll be looking at that game and thinking they could get 3 points at Portman Road. And for me, there's only one relegation spot to try and compete with. Because for me, I reckon Wolves and Everton are down in August. Call me insane, but when it's coming out like that, the clubs don't have much money in the Prem. That's a recipe for a disaster for me. So I reckon them two are down. They've been on the ropes for years now, and I think it doesn't really seem like a good vibe around those clubs. But Ipswich, they got their 2 games out of the way, and now they can focus on the league. And for City, hopefully they don't win the league again, but they're on track to do just that as of right now.
Yeah, they are going to do it though. We know that already.
2 games in.
I'm just waiting on it to be official. Then I can congratulate them. But hopefully we're wrong, bro. This team that's going to farm the league. Bit surprised, yeah, that they let her go in. It's it for now.
Flair, your thoughts on the City?
This league is.
Oh.
Obviously, it was a dominant.
Yeah, Pod's gone again.
Disconnected. Connect your AirPods. This is disconnected. Connect on the AirPods.
You can't talk to Arnie Slot now.
Fair. Your
Two
thoughts?
Arnies.
Domination from Haaland yet again. Ipswich
Yeah,
did
Haaland
quite well,
was
to be
quick.
fair. I was really surprised to see that they had scored, to
Look
be
at
honest.
attacking.
Huh?
They're quite an attacking team. I give it to them, Ipswich. So
Yeah, but they need to be more
relatively well.
defensive.
Good,
They
good
need to be
team, really.
defensive if they want to live in a league like this.
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
they need to. They definitely need to booster up their defense, especially this window. If they want to go anywhere
Yeah,
really
it
this
would have been
season.
5 when we played them at Portman Road.
Yeah, if they're playing two attacking, then obviously something needs to change because they've lost. Did they lose their? They've lost both their games, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0
Yeah.
and
Both,
4-1.
Yeah, so they've
Lost
lost 2
Liverpool.
games in a trot.
2-0.
Yeah, so they need to go more defensive, I think, if they want to really get
They
some.
could have nicked a goal or 2 against us, but they could have at the same time conceded 5 or 6 had
Yeah.
it not
Yeah,
been for the
exactly,
missed
yeah,
chances
yeah.
and bookends.
Yeah, it was the same as what Sheffield United had last season. There was more attacking rather than defensive, which what we've seen from them
I thought it was the
before.
opposite.
No,
Bruv, didn't Sheffield United park the bus? They were bus parkers.
Yeah.
Bit
towards
like
the end, towards
Burnley
the end
before
of the
company
season.
changed them.
Towards the end, of the season.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But towards like the start of the season, I think managers that come up from the Championship at the start of the season, they do get cocky, and I think that looking into what they do and stuff like that, maybe try and consider options instead of just going out all and out attacking, attack this, attack that. But then eventually they start to lose games 5-3-0, 4-0, and eventually they're like, right, we need to get more defensive, but they leave it too late, and I think that's
You're
what
right, I think, mate.
Ipswich needs to go defensive now.
Mm.
It's
I
like
don't
the
know though,
company
but
last
changing the
season.
style of
He didn't change anything, and they went down.
AFC always do not gas me now. Do not gas me, but apparently Ragnick could be the next Everton manager.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph.
Class, bro.
Listen, Wreck-It Ralph back in the Premier League. Come on, we'd love to see it. But yeah.
Relegation wasn't confirmed already for the Toffees.
Honestly, somehow United will still struggle. Tottenham put 4 past. I can't remember the last time we put 4 past under Ten Hag. Like under Oli, we beat Southampton 9-0. But under Ten Hag, have we even scored more than 3 goals? I don't think so.
Nah, you got 4 put in your net, but
All right. When that tell you. Right. Next game we do Southampton Forest. What a lovely game this was.
Absolute news there.
I did predict Forest to win this. No, anyone surprised at that? Forest 1-0?
No, 2-1 Forest.
Arnie says yes. Arnie, mate. Bloody, you're surprised. What do you predict?
I said draw. I said, was it 1-0? I think I said. They actually.
No, Forest won 1-0, mate. I think you're drunk, but Forest did win 1-0.
The team that got rejected by Eddie and Ketia.
I don't reckon that's a great.
But yeah, no one's surprised. Like Honeygon, Harry, Manny, you all predicted Forest to win.
I actually predicted Southampton to win because I thought that, aside from conceding a rather scrappy goal against Newcastle, I thought Southampton did show enough to convince me that they could get a result. And, Forest still look, what can I say, a little bit iffy. And they shouldn't have drawn to Bournemouth the way they did. How they allowed them to come back will be a little bit of it's not going to be. It wasn't going to be nice for them, but once again, Southampton are proving that endeavour and spirit can only get you so far. You need to start scoring some goals. That's 2 goals they've conceded in 2 games, but they haven't scored any, and they need to start scoring some goals. As far as Forest are concerned, they'll get results like this against some smaller, weaker teams, but I wouldn't be surprised if once again it's going to be another big struggle. New manager, same issue. And just to be clear, I'm also wearing black, but because you can't see me, because my camera's off,
we can't see you, that Martinez. We can't see you. But we're going
Mark-
to
Behave yourself, boy.
Well,
Behave yourself.
on to Martinez
And,
very, very later. Don't worry. But yeah, carry on.
yeah, listen, Oris, you're crossing the limit. All right, behave yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much my 2 pence on it. I think Forest will struggle, but somehow find a way to stay up. But if they end up going down, they will deserve it. Southampton, you'd like them to show a little bit more. You don't want them to be like Luton last season, all spirit but no goals, and in the end, no points.
We got them next. Like we can beat them. Oh yeah.
You've got to. You've got to. You've got to.
You have to,
big
mate.
upset
No,
for Brentford,
God,
mate,
yeah.
is it?
Hounslow will be absolutely fuming. But yeah, I think we should move over and thanks, Harry 4-0,
Arnie.
and
Everton.
Postecoglou.
Well,
Oh,
we just went out and got the job done. I mean, Everton probably.
Postecoglou.
I think Everton are probably one of the worst teams I've seen in a long time come to Spurs. I mean, this Everton side were just apart from Dwight McNeil, they literally had no threat. And I think apart from they had a sequence of corners in the first half, like 1 or 2-0, and we somehow got it away. Apart from that, they didn't really threaten at all. And we just 4-0, easy peasy. Son got 2. Romero got 1 header off a corner. We never score corners, by the way. And obviously, Basuma scored the goal at the beginning, which was nice to see outside the box. But does this mean Spurs will suddenly be better than last season? Probably not. I mean, I'd be surprised if most teams don't beat Everton, if I'm honest.
Well, if United lose, I won't be surprised.
Basuma only scored.
You should be beating them. Then
We should, but United never make it look easy.
We'll be playing us next year, Everton.
We should be beating Everton.
I think Everton have run out their 9 lives, and I think they'll go down this year.
Yeah.
Sean Dyche, I mean, Arnie, mate, you absolutely bottled it with your prediction.
It depends if they
I
get
want them
any.
to go down. I don't care.
It depends
If they go down, it's worth it. If they go, it's worth it. Who cares? I'd rather they go down than me get it right. At the time, I still feel they could get top 10. Still, yeah. But if they continue like this, then forget it.
Yeah. But listen, man.
What run by that Vanderbilt, though?
Tottenham was rocking in my area, so yeah, man, I was happy. Deji Spurs went to the game as well, so.
Thing is, Oris, yeah, it's like the biggest test for us will be the next 6 games, really. I mean,
when you play Arsenal, you play them in 2 weeks.
Got Newcastle away, then Arsenal at home,
Ooh.
then Brentford at home, United away.
Oh, wait, is that Tottenham or Arsenal?
Tough games for them. Thankfully, you play Brentford.
It's at Tottenham.
Oh,
you got no chance against Brentford,
Tottenham, you must rise.
Neil Mopay derby again. Because we might be getting it back, Neil Mopay.
Oh, by the way, who saw that?
I
discussed this backstage, right? Who saw that video of the Everton players getting abused? Listen, fair play to those Everton fans, because they take football to another level, right? This is what I want to see from everyone, from every club. This is what I want to see. Not just Everton, but other clubs, showing some stick to their players. Like, you'll get some Premier League fans saying, no, this is wrong. They're only humans. I'm sorry, but you have to think about the fans, right? They paid a long journey, right? Well, it was probably like 5 hours from Liverpool to Tottenham, right? To watch that bad of a performance. They had to get the dick, and then Morpay comes out to us saying, we're only humans, stop giving us abuse. I'm sorry, right? Neil Morpay, right? He can be good at sometimes, right, with his jokes, right? But he's number one with jokes. But so by that tweet he said, replying to that video, right? I'm sorry, but I disagree with you, because football nowadays, I don't believe it's about the fans. I believe it's about the money to the players, and
that's the problem. Always been the problem for quite some time now.
I'm not going to put that comment up, but fair play AFC always. I understand the frustration with that, Kenton, but yeah. Keep it civil. Keep it civil and nice, yeah?
AFC put there.
Keep it civil and nice, but Manny, Ange Ball was in full display, right, at Tottenham?
Yeah, but I think the boys have summed it up by saying that Everton just look absolutely dire this season. And I did say, that if Spurs didn't win, it would be quite shameful. I predicted a 3-1, but they ended up going 1 better in terms of goals scored and 1 better in terms of goals conceded. They didn't concede anything, a clean sheet for Vicario. But I think Harry's got it spot on when he said that this result will not be indicative of how well Spurs will do this season. There are going to be more tests, and we need to make sure that we. I mean, I can't say we. Spurs need to make sure that they, don't get, too cocky by this, because, Harry, you'll also remember, drawing against Leicester. And that really wasn't the best result.
Manny, really, we should have won the first 2 games, because the next few after that are just really difficult.
Mate, when you said Newcastle away, right? It just reminds us the league.
What do you mean? We lost 4-0 there last season under Ange as well.
Yeah, he did.
And the season before that, I think.
But Stellino was way more embarrassing than that. Bloody hell. Oh my God.
We lost their 5-1, I remember, under Poch in the last game of the season. We don't have a good record.
I remember Stellini got sent off for no reason as well. Talking about Stellini.
Yeah. It was Stellini's last game. He only was managing for 2 games.
Yeah. Mr. B, Tottenham. What are we saying? Title talk?
I don't know about that. But I'll tell you what, though. I'd love that Van der Ven at Brentford. He's quality, man.
Mate.
That guy is quality. He's a Rolls Royce.
He's our best player.
Very good.
That guy, he done to make that goal, that Son goal. Was it the 4th one, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, he ran all the way and they just laid off the Son on the squad. Yeah,
all the way from his own half, wasn't it? His own area. So
he's the fastest player in the league, I think.
Yeah, man, he's quality. He's too good for Spuds, I think. What do you do?
No, Van der Ven is very good. Very good.
No, he's quality, man.
He's good. Question to the panel: which Premier League manager will get sacked first? I reckon Steve Cooper for me. Steve Cooper.
We're going to talk about this later, boys, but I think Gary O'Neill could very easily be a candidate the way things are going, and we're going to talk about that, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Honeygun, your thoughts on Tottenham vs Everton?
Yeah, it was a very nice win for Spurs. Scoring 4 past a pretty hopeless Everton side. But yeah, great 3 points, and Newcastle away. As Harry points out, that he hasn't got the best record there, but I'm still unsure about Newcastle. Southampton played them off the park, and if they had a striker, they would have won. And then he drew against. You're lucky to get a point because at Bournemouth Bournemouth last winner should have stood. What is a handball now? I think is the question we're all asking, because for me the rules in the Premier League have just completely gone. The game has absolutely gone. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not too sure about Newcastle now. Maybe they're regressing a little bit since their mad influx of money and players. And ultimately, FFP comes along and says you can't buy players anymore unless you're Man City and you can cheat your way to the league. But I'm sort of venting my frustrations at the league. But yeah, it is a mess at the moment. But either way, still a good win for Spurs, and Newcastle away will be in an interesting game for sure.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Arnie, your thoughts on Tottenham vs Everton?
As I shared earlier, I am surprised anyway. I knew Spudsy would win it. I just thought it would be a narrow 2-1. Only by that, I was not expecting a 4-0, especially with bus parkers.
I was not expecting you to take 10th as well.
Probably thought they'd nick a jammy goal.
If
it continues, then forget that.
Arnie, I was there. They're worse than I thought.
10th. You mean 20th, not 10th.
Everton.
Long may it continue. I want to be proven wrong.
Just say Brentford. Should I say? We'll get on to that.
Yeah, they've got a win next week now. Must-win game against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Draw not enough, but win.
Right. I think
even if it means T-Rex gets ahead.
I think we're ready to move on to the next game. Emi Martinez, best goal.
All right. Orest, I'm warning you. One more cheap shot out of you, and that's it. I'm off the stream, okay? I've had enough. Now, I'd like to sort of say this right now. I am first and foremost an Arsenal fan, Okay,
Mm.
and I am happy that Arsenal got the win. Revenge is sweet. Any of you see my story? That is exactly what I said. And I'm also going to be honest right now and say that when you have a situation where your goalkeeper is the man of the match, it doesn't really bode well for the rest of the team. There were moments where, we looked very ordinary and Aston Villa were, cutting us apart on the counter-attack. And I think more than Martinez, Ollie Watkins will look back on that game and say that that was an absolute stinker that he had. Ever since the Euros, he's sort of lost a little bit of energy. And maybe Unai Emery will take the hint and decide to give Watkins a rest and maybe start someone like a John Duran and give Watkins that rest he needs. And it's here that Emery's going to have to start being proactive. It could very easily have been an Aston Villa win. And I'm going to give David Raya his flowers. Yes, that save from the Watkins header was really, really impressive. And there was also another good save as well in the first half, I think it was, when I think Morgan Rogers, who had a stormer for Aston Villa, was running into the penalty area, and then he was literally punishing everyone completely. And Rice and Partey were made to look very ordinary by Onana and Rogers. But the big issue that with Aston Villa is that they are still defensively very scrappy and inconsistent, and they just don't seem to have the stamina for the most part to really see out a game until the very end. And I just think that that's going to be one reason why they're not going to challenge for the league again. And maybe in some ways they, I wouldn't say they necessarily peaked though by reaching fourth. I still think that if Unai Emery tweaks everything and gets everything right, they will start to become a force again. Let's also not forget that Aston Villa lost their first game last season to the tune of 5-1, where everyone on the team, including Martinez, had an absolute stinker. But where did they finish? Fourth. Where did Newcastle finish? Outside the European places. So there are still 36 games to go, and anything can happen. And I still say that Martinez is still the best keeper in the world, but he will still have some games where he could have done better. And this was one game where he should have done better for the for Partey's goal. I will accept that, but and I want to go back to King's Football Show's comments, because this guy is now. I love this. I have nothing but respect for him. But for him to go ahead and start saying that Emmy had a shocker and Emmy was overrated and Raya is absolute class. Raya has some issues being able to deal with crosses and high balls. And my reply to that is, Raya also had a couple of stinkers last season against Aston Villa, where he was, positionally out for Leon Bailey's goal at the Emirates, and also didn't really cover himself with glory in that game or at Villa Park. So I suggest you stay humble. And there are still some deficiencies to Raya's game. He's still quite short. He's not as good as dealing with high balls as people think he is, and he was that fault for quite a few last season. He needs to, show a little bit more consistency. He has to make sure that he improves his own all-round game, and when he does, the thing. Maybe you didn't say what you said. Emmy did have. Okay, maybe you didn't say that, but you are insinuating that he is kind of overrated. And basically, what you also said in your comments, I remember, he's always struggled against Arsenal. Wrong. When he played against us this first season, 2 clean sheets. So again, you also need to get your facts right. Nothing but respect for you otherwise, but you need to stop attacking.
He should have saved that party shot though, man. He should have saved that.
I said that. I said that. I absolutely said that. I absolutely said that. And it should have been a stronger set of hands. He should have done better with that. And I am going to call him out when he has a mistake or two in him. But I'm not going to have people, take cheap shots at him and call me an idiot for saying that Emmy Martinez should have stayed at Arsenal and saying that I don't rate David Raya or Ramsdale.
He's still quality, Martinez. He's still quality.
I think it's
definitely among the world's best. But enough of him. Arsenal also showed that we have the greater stamina. We are a second half team. We seem to do better in the second half of games. And I would also say in many ways that again, we also benefited from luck. But then you have someone like Chris Sutton saying this is the sort of game that if Arsenal win, they go on to win the league. We've won similar games like this in seasons gone by, and we haven't won the league. So, Chris, mate, sir, You need to behave yourself. And I'm
Yeah.
sick and tired of all of this PR that Arsenal and Arteta are getting when they have done nothing apart from that solitary FA Cup in those in the soon to be full seasons he's had,
Yeah.
saying
Dinner
he
plates
should
as well.
win.
Dinner plates.
Exactly.
Mm.
So it's back to the drawing board for Unai Emery. He's got to make some changes. He's got a better squad now. He's brought extensively, so he has to make sure he gets the best out of them. As for Arsenal, a very good win. Props to them for getting the 3 points, but still a lot to work on. We still definitely need a striker, and we cannot depend on luck against some of the other teams that we're going to face in the league. Still very early days. Let's not push a big up anyone too high, and let's not write anyone off.
Yeah, no, 100%. Make sure those that are tuning in right now smash those likes. If you're new here, subscribe. Really appreciate it. And yeah, but no, what I was gonna say about Martinez, right, I saw a video of Arsenal fans, chanting against them, which, yeah, listen, they were chanting more about a keeper that doesn't even play for them than actual keeper that got them out of the match. So it just shows you that, Arsenal fans can be weird sometimes. But for me, I didn't hear no David Raya chants when I heard about Martinez. So yeah, but no, David Raya was fantastic.
And also, King, if you're going to talk about the Argentinian players, I want you to have the same energy for some of the Spanish players who were saying Gibraltar is Spanish. Okay, I agree that what the Argentinians did was out of order, but we need to call everyone out. I can appreciate Argentinian players as individuals, but as a collective, I've lost a lot of respect for them.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. B, I know you love us, so give me your thoughts.
Well,
I
actually had a draw for this 1-1 all. I thought Villa were disappointing, to be quite honest with you. I didn't think they were that great. But Arsenal, well, they did what they had to do, didn't they? And that's all you can do is win, isn't it? You get two goals and win it. And Raya had a storming game in goal yet again. I wish we could take him back at the Bees, and you only give us 27 million for him. We deserve a lot more for that, to be honest, for him. But there you go.
What, triple?
Yeah, but still, they won again, Arsenal. So congrats to them. So yeah, tougher one next, I should think. But yeah,
definitely, man, definitely. Harry, top right.
Yeah, so
how are you going to beat them? Well,
obviously, I'm not happy with the result. I mean, I wanted Villa to win. I predicted Villa to win, so I'm not going to sit here and say, But what I will say is, I watched the whole game. I probably only missed like first 10 minutes or something, and I thought Arsenal did ride their luck, especially in the first 20, 30 minutes with the Watkins chance. But Raya did at the same time keep them in the game. Like Raya's that save, with the rebound was pretty incredible, and I do think he's kind of cementing that first choice now. Obviously, his links with Ramsdale going anyway, but I think that's his place now. But I want to say, Trossard is proper clutch player, man. Honestly, he's so good. He comes up with a big goal for Arsenal, and I'm really glad we didn't sign him that January. I've probably been saying that since January that happened, but I do think this is kind of a big win for Arsenal because they went there last time and they lost. So they're 3 points up from last season. Of course, there's a long way to go, and I think they'll probably finish second again unless they sign a top striker in the next 5 days. So
Marino, isn't it? He's coming in. Marino.
Yeah, he's really done better. He's not really a striker.
Isn't he? I thought he was a striker.
No, he's a CDM. So, to be honest, I don't understand the signing because I don't know where he's going to play. But I think
I know there's links to Gokres in there.
Gokres, yeah, I think it's a bit quiet.
Be a top quality signing.
Harry would probably know.
I do think it's a big gamble to come from Portugal, so I don't know how he would do at Arsenal. I have no idea.
I think he'll leave.
Yeah, Manny, you're not trusted to celebrate. Do you think he's Arteta out? Because he must be thinking, surely why on earth is Martinelli starting there?
Listen, I'm going to say this right now. It is going to be a long season, and obviously, players are going to, be benched or start off. And let's not forget that Arteta made a smart decision to drop Zinchenko for this game and start Yuri and Timber instead. And it made a lot of sense because obviously with, Matthew Cash and Leon Bailey doing some good things down the right, there's no way that he could have afforded to, have them work their magic. And Bailey, for the most part, was kept quiet, although he did, ironically, start to look a lot better after twisting his ankle. But clearly, the decision to get rid of Moussa Diaby will probably affect Bailey quite a bit. They are going to need another right winger to, strengthen to sort of provide some competition for him the way Moussa Diaby did. They brought the best out of each other last season. And there has been some talk about possibly Unai Emery going for Raheem Sterling, who's clearly out of favourite at Chelsea. I don't know if that will be the case. But back to Trossard and Martinelli.
But he's going to Chelsea, I think. They weren't there with Felix.
Boys, we've got 3 minutes left for the minute signs, by the way. Yeah, 3 minutes left.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what. I don't think he's going to go for Sterling, although it wouldn't necessarily be a bad buy. And if Sterling can get some good better minutes than he would get at many other big clubs, and maybe it would work well. Certainly, he'd have a bit of a point to prove. But, with Trossard and Martinelli, Trossard comes on. He continues to work his magic and prove why he deserves some more minutes. But look, if by the end of the season he doesn't get the minutes that he wants, if he doesn't get the minutes he wants, I wouldn't be surprised if he asks for a transfer. And Arsenal being what they are, they'll give it to him. And several players in the squad are also in the last year of their deal of their deals. So, several of them might decide to move on. But I think a large number of people are starting to give up on Martinelli a little bit. Not because he's a bad player, but because he's playing under the wrong manager, just like ESR was. And he needs to move away and join a club where, he will be played to his best position. And then, he can get back to the form he showed. But one thing what did you say?
Do you mean Martinelli, or Trossard?
Martinelli. Trossard will probably end up leaving anyway if he doesn't get the minutes he wants. But I also think that Martinelli might also, have to leave for his own good because, he just can't stay there and continue to stagnate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Flair, he had a lot of promise when he came, didn't he?
Flair's got Manny. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Flair, man.
Yeah, obviously, Flair, you cannot disclose your phone number on a public platform. So thanks, but no thank you, son.
Martinelli has confidence issues, I hope. Trossard starts against Brighton. Martinelli has to take responsibility for his lack of form, says Kingsford.
Yeah, Martinelli should take responsibility, but I also believe he's not being coached properly by Arteta. That's my opinion. So he needs to... I hope he leaves and goes to a club where he'll play in the position where he's meant to play.
From Brentford.
We're up front. Or...
Right. Honey, go on quickly, 30 seconds. Your thoughts on Arsenal and Arsenal? Then obviously 1 minute seconds.
Yeah, it was a good professional win for Arsenal. And we lost there last season. We lost against Villa twice, which cost them the league in the end. But yeah, so this was a very good win. Raya was to thank for keeping Arsenal in the game and getting them points. But yeah,
5 seconds. Quickly, 5 seconds. And I'll stop you right now. All right, 1 minute's done. Thank you guys for taking that. But yeah, sorry, Honey Gun, continue. Yeah. Rest
But
in
yeah, I
peace.
wasn't going to say much more. I think, yeah, solid win for Arsenal. And it's a tough test for them against City next week, I think it is, isn't it? But yeah, this was a good win for them. I think Raya might probably be up there for clean sheets, Golden Glove again, like he won last year. He probably is the best shot stopper in the league, in my opinion. So yeah, I've probably got one of the best keepers in the league. So he'll win Arsenal later points when sometimes they don't really deserve to win, like maybe against Villa in this game, because Villa were on top for, I say, probably about the first half. They had a good chance for Watkins. But yeah, overall solid win for Arsenal, and they keep going on their title charge again this season.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Harry,
There will be waste.
he went, got disconnected. But yeah, Arnie, your thoughts on the Arsenal game, and then we'll move over.
Yeah, very good win. I had a draw written all over the cards, but they got the win at Villa Park as well. Will it mean anything? I don't think so. I hope it does, but let's see. But good win regardless, and a clean sheet. So, yeah, rightly so. Be buzzing with that. If I was a Gunner, like my dad.
Big respect
to
the chat as
yeah.
well. Respect to Sven. So, yeah, you guys, well done to you guys, because I thought obviously there's people that will be trolling this. So I initially thought, but no, you guys were very respectful in the chat. So that's very good to see. And yeah, I will take my Arsenal. Yeah, listen, Rodgers. Oh my God, wow, that guy came from Michael Carrick's team as well. So listen,
they got him last season actually. I saw
Yeah.
him last season, and he looked pretty good, but he's just pushed on really. I mean, he can play all across the front.
Mate,
He's the best player, I think.
Listen, if Villa won like 60, 70 million, I'll pay it for Rodgers, man. I need someone like Rodgers because I watched 90 minutes of Mason Mount, so I need Rodgers, man. Like this guy said Rice and
Mount.
Partey.
Better than Ramsey.
This guy Rodgers, right? He made Partey eat grass. So
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that just goes to show. And that just goes to show that when it comes to talent ID, Emery will always be better than Arteta. So I believe the Saskia Gunnar asked the question how Emery doesn't start
Matson's good
in the
as
game.
well.
Absolutely, and with a Chelsea connection, Chelsea fans will remember him. He was also part of the Borussia Dortmund team that reached the final of the Champions League. So now this is where Emery's going to have to start being ruthless and make some of these changes. I'd put Maatsen. If I were him, I'd start Maatsen over Digne. I'd start Duran over Watkins.
100%.
Freshen up the squad a little bit, because clearly there's a little bit of staleness about the squad. And no, he has not lost the dressing room. And I'm sick and tired of. You know what? That's it. I'm sick and tired of these two guys coming in and trolling me just because I happen to that's it. I'm out. Goodbye, everyone.
Whoa. Money, chill. Oh, who's it?
Just get rid of the comments, man.
He's got Mr. Me. They're from your channel, Saskia Gunnar. Moss is from your channel.
Comments.
No, they're not. They're not
Yes,
from mine.
Yes, they are. They're from your channel.
No, I don't see them on there that much, so they can't be.
It's the first time I've seen them on this on any
That's
channel.
Gunnar.
Really.
It says this comment is on a guest destination, and you're sharing it. Says you.
Oh well, there you go. But I don't generally see them on there, man. I don't. They're not generally on mine.
I'm sorry, but I need to click this up. I'm even though it's a bit sad, but nah, man.
What is this going to get on the ORS clips?
Of course it is, man. But I'll double check with money. Let me double check with money now. But yeah, wow, mate. I would never have thought that.
But he did say to you, he had one more strike or something, and he was going to go.
I didn't say anything. It was the chat. The chat was like, "Is this comment? Look, Emery lost the dressing room."
It must have that. It's a bit harsh to say.
It is. I think it's funny. Nah, listen, Arnie. I think it's because people kept trolling about Emery and stuff and Martinez. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like a joke, though, isn't it? I think we're only joking
Yeah, that's
with
all.
him,
Yeah,
to be honest. So,
it's no personal dig.
no.
Yeah, man. Let me just, message someone. But no, please be respectful in the chat as well.
Bro, I don't mind if people come at my manager or any other.
For me, you can slate Ange as much as you want. I don't really care.
I'm the one who calls him when we come to that game anyway.
We've done
I'm
it
the one who
already,
came
innit?
up with that name for him. Volder Slot. I'm liking him though.
Honestly, Slot's actually done well so far. So
Yeah, he's done good. He's done good. I'm quite
he's
impressed.
got you guys playing, and he's not signed the player yet. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Flares.
Not always cooking.
Mate.
Don't blame it on the moon. Oh shit. Hello.
Oh, mate. Manny won't let me add you, but yeah. Manny is back, but it won't let me, Oh, wait, hang on.
Which Folders has arrived?
Yeah, Manny, listen. The chat, listen. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I saw the chat now. He says, Moss, never disrespectful. Yeah, listen, guys. Mr. B, they're from your channel, so you can control the chat.
I've never seen them on my channel, so there's nothing to do with me. Really.
But no, listen, any more comments, guys, you're just going to get... Well, I can't control them, but yeah, from my side, if anyone chats again, then...
If any of you, man,
can I have your
bully
opinion?
Manny again or speak bad on Manny's name, you'll have me to deal with.
Yeah, mate.
You understand?
So please stop doing that on my channel. If you're coming from my channel, guys, please stop saying that sort of thing in these comments, all right?
Yeah. Don't want smoke from Mr. B.
Same with...
So are we on Mr. B's and on Oris? Is that what it is? Oh.
Yes, a bit. Mr. B shared the two stream and then...
I'm not even from that.
You know the link sign next to the profile. That's how I know it's from Mr. B channel. So it's not
but I don't have them on my channel, man. They're never on it.
But then, Mr. B, do you have subscriber mode only, or do you have everyone?
No, I've got normal. I haven't got subscriber.
Yeah, so anyone can go. It might not even be on any of your guys' channels, but because he saw it, he can write in it if it's not just subscriber mode.
Yeah. I could probably stop sharing it, probably.
Yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
Yeah, I guess that
next game. Let's continue. No, right, guys, continue. Rudy, no, listen. My side, disrespectful. You'll be blocked straight away. Moderators, wake up now. Come on. I already got moderators. But next game, Bournemouth, Newcastle. Oh my God! Right. This is the one where I got very loud in the group chat. The referee. Oh my God.
Well, a strange decision.
Oh my! There's two decisions, right? An elbow, right? I'm sorry, Joelinton should have got a red card straight away. And by the way, right, I'm gonna try my best to swear. Dermot Gallagher, I don't know if you guys saw him today, saying Joelinton didn't mean it. It was a clear yellow. Shut your mouth, Dermot Gallagher, right? Yeah,
just trying to protect the refs, isn't
absolute fraud, right? If you guys check the Twitter page, I went really strong. So I was lucky that no one reported my reply.
Yeah, but I saw that you was on violence.
Yeah, listen, Dermot Gallagher, this guy, he also defended United as well. So listen, well, when I say defend United, defended decisions that went against us. So for me, Dermot Gallagher, he is a shush mate because Jonathan should have got red card, right? And
he was a muppet as well, Dermot Gallagher, wasn't
he? Yeah. And also, that goal was so harsh to rule out, man. I'm sorry, but that's not humble. Guys, come on. Are you with me here now? That's not humble. The Bournemouth goal.
I mean, I'm not sure it actually hit his head, though. It was sort of like his shoulder, I think, wasn't it?
It was his upper arm. I think had it hit his shoulder, there wouldn't have been any sort of controversy. But the upper arm, I think, for me also, I think that decision was quite harsh in some respects, and I know that Craig, Matthew, and Sam from Up the Cherries in all departments will definitely have a lot to say about that. I know that Craig was fit to be tied, poor bloke. Bournemouth actually were good value for that, and they deserved they would have deserved to win. A nice way to welcome Eddie Howe and Lloyd Kelly back to Dean Court by saying we don't need you anymore.
I didn't say Bournemouth to win it. I didn't win, but
I didn't see the Joe
Mm.
Linton elbow, but if it was anything as bad as people claim it
It
was,
was like a
then
wrestling move. It was like clothesline, wasn't it? Like that.
Well,
Went
you
like
got
that.
away with pushing Gabriel
Yeah.
this season,
And
didn't
that's the thing. Like, I don't know if you boys noticed this, but when it comes to elbows, they're just. I think some players actually know, for example, that if they can just raise their arm without giving the impression of being having any intent, they can sort of get away with it and expect the benefit of doubt. I think the worst part is, there has to be a bit of a clampdown on that. You can't just raise your hand like that. That is definitely unnatural, pun intended. As far as the goal is concerned, when Atara had his hand sort of on the Newcastle defender.
Whoa, what is that?
My elbow.
No. On Honeygun. On Honeygun. Do that again.
Was he did?
Was it only me that just saw the thumbs up?
I saw that too.
Yeah, that's weird. I told
Was
you
it?
about the update about StreamYard. I wasn't lying. But anyway, yeah, continue, Manny. Sorry.
Yeah, I just think once again we're seeing even more controversial decisions, and it probably. I think the referees probably had to be given the benefit of the doubt by saying that because it was the ball hit Atara's arm not high enough, then by the letter of the law they had to sort of give that, and maybe they felt that he shouldn't have had his hand that far down, that far on the Newcastle defender's shoulder. But again, people are going to say, how can you raise yourself up to score that goal if you don't use your hands that much? And Iriola can definitely take some satisfaction in knowing that Bournemouth were, the better team. I suppose at least marginally, but and 2 successive 1-1 draws. I think calling Gallagher an idiot is a bit harsh, but I think he was a bit misguided, really. It was misguided, and many of us will remember. Certainly, Steve and some of our older fans will remember that particular incident when I believe it was Leeds playing United at Old Trafford, and there was a huge tussle between Robbie Keane and I want to say someone like a Luke Chadwick or someone, and Gallagher, instead of sending one of those players off, Gallagher only gave them both yellows, and because he didn't deal with the situation properly, he was demoted to refereeing in the Championship. So he's not exactly the right person to analyze some of these decisions, really. I'd sooner have someone like an Uriah Rennie ahead of him. But, again, we're seeing a situation where the rules aren't being fairly applied, and the elbow should definitely have been given a harsher punishment. As far as the goal, it's 50-50, really.
Yeah. Anyone else wants to say their thoughts on the decisions that happened in this game?
I didn't see any of the incidents. Sorry, I didn't see any of the highlights. So I can't comment. But
Same.
I thought
I thought
Newcastle
Newcastle were lucky in this. I thought they really were. I thought Bournemouth were a better team.
Listen, guys, you laughed at me when I was trying to say Bournemouth to get a result right. Everyone said Newcastle win.
We did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you said Newcastle.
Yeah, of course
I remember. Yeah,
I said they'd win.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
No, you got to give Irish some credit. He does know about his teams, doesn't he? Yeah.
Bournemouth.
I'm not disputing.
Yeah. No, because
it was a bit far-fetched, don't you think?
The defensive partnership. Kieran Trippier, by the way, I think he's like out of love with.
But Everton could get him on
Everton. I've seen Everton links. Yeah, just Everton. If you want Maguire, play up as well. I truly believe he's an idiot. You saw upon bias. He was a poor ref. Listen, Ben McGallagher, I can't get onto it, but fair enough. Flair, did you watch the decisions in the Bournemouth Newcastle game?
I don't know. Am I still in the stream?
Oh yeah, you are, mate. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I can't see none of yours. Oh god.
No,
I didn't watch it.
Elbow, yeah.
I was too busy out. I was with a bit of clunge.
Right. We'll move over. To the next game.
Move on. Yeah.
I was going to say unfortunately, but fortunately, we don't have a Chelsea on here, so they've been 6.
Where's Hanno? Anyone? He should be here, man.
Fair play to Neumann. By the way, calling Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I get back onto this then?
Where's Hanno? He would be loving this game.
Yeah, he's loving
I don't
this.
know
Man.
I did send him the link, but I don't know where he is.
But I want to say something on this game quickly. Madueke used to play for Spurs. He's gone and scored a hat trick now at Chelsea. He's
Yeah.
better than all our wingers, and we let him go for free.
Good lad. He's quality, isn't he?
Yeah,
Madueke
I can't even let him go.
is rated.
You talk about Wolverhampton before and then score a hat trick. That's what I like. I like players that talk and they show that.
He's better than Johnson. He's better than Werner. He's probably better than Odegaard that we got in. I mean,
nah, you can't.
Him and Cole Palmer, fire and cold.
And Palmer's kind of just carried on where he left off. So
yeah, man. Chelsea, they look good. Like some moments,
injured.
Maresca ball. So yeah, man. They look
it's
good.
very
man.
open, Maresca ball, because I watched them.
It's
You know,
one
do any of you watch the Coach's Voice, that channel at all?
Yeah.
I watched them, like a lot of that stuff, and he was talking about the inverted fullbacks and stuff, and it's a bit like Andrews in some ways. So yeah.
Hey, Papi.
But no, Mr. B, your thoughts on Chelsea? Like, I know it's early, but you know, Chelsea did look good. But
Yeah, well,
I think money's all about. Yeah, go on. I'll get on to money.
Well, I had Chelsea to win, but I say they did put 6. Didn't mean they get 6 goals, but you know, that was an incredible win for them. Let's be honest, and they really did all gel this time. And Palmer, as usual, brilliant. What a goal he scored! Nice goal, Palmer. Quality goal, and Madueke, brilliant hat trick. Can they get this together every time though? In every game, can they be consistent? That's the thing with Chelsea now.
Yeah,
you know they've got the players there. Really, when you look at them, they got the players, and on paper they should be up there. But you know they could go and lose to bloody somebody like Ipswich or something next time. You know, so
yeah, bro.
you know you never know, man.
I think it happened actually when he was at Leicester, if I'm not wrong, last season.
Went for an inconsistent
performance. It's, you know, instant half cup coffee. Big high, and then that's it. You're on a low.
I mean, they could go and lose to us again, like they did last season.
It happened. Bro, I think that's just rest of you.
Sanchez.
How do you say his name? How do you say the manager's name?
Huh?
How do you say the Chelsea manager?
Enzo
Maresca.
Yeah.
Two Enzos.
The scar.
What I see about him, is that he's just brutally honest, and I think that's what's going to fix Chelsea this season. He says, look, Mudryk isn't playing well. He's got to fix up. He's literally said that to the press, which I think that is really, really good, because obviously the dressing room at Chelsea hasn't been great in recent years. So I think a manager like that is something that they've needed for a long time now. I reckon he'll do really well. I genuinely think that this guy can fix Chelsea, because obviously he said that stuff about Raheem Sterling, said it straight out. You know, it's none of this funny business like, oh, I'm not going to talk about transfers. He's just said, look, Sterling's got to go. We've got to offload the deadwood. And that is exactly what he's doing. And I think that is professional, you know. That's how it should be. Obviously, yeah, exactly. Conor Gallagher.
Oh,
he obviously didn't want him. He obviously didn't have him as part of his plans. He made that pretty straightforward, and the deal got done straight away.
Maresca, right? I dig that in before, but you know what, right? If this was Ten Hag, United fans would be going at him, right? So, you know what, Maresca, fair play. He's honest.
He ain't taking no crap, is he?
No.
That's what I mean. And you know what? If he has to upset players, he will do that. So
yeah, exactly. He doesn't care, because he'll just offload them anyway. He'll just sell them. He doesn't care about upsetting them like Sterling.
The concern is the defense. Sorry to cut you off there, but the defense. Oh my god.
Yeah, their attack. No problems with that. I don't think they need any more attackers. It's just their defenders. Badia Shill, not good enough. Chalobah, obviously he's getting rid of Chalobah. Who else have they got? They obviously losing out on Thiago Silva is going to be big as well, because he was like top for them.
Cucurella.
He's so mid. I don't.
Cucurella.
I think for his own good, he needs to English football because he's going to get slated out every week.
I don't think he's a bad player.
Yeah, he was
I
great for
genuinely
Spain.
don't.
To be honest,
Yeah,
He
I
was really
genuinely
great for
think that
Spain.
he can produce.
Mm.
Who in here had Chelsea to finish top 4? Anyone?
No, I
No.
couldn't.
Yeah.
No, I had
But
about
you know,
nine,
you-
I think. About
But you
nine.
know what? You know what?
I said
Let's all forget. Let's all forget about Chelsea and talk about Wolves. And I actually do believe that poor Gary O'Neill could very well be the first manager to be shown the
shame.
door.
It's a shame.
It's sad. It's sad,
Good
really,
manager.
because it's sad, really, because the job he did with Wolves last season, trying to repair the mess that trying to repair the mess that Lopetegui left, and also what he did at Bournemouth. But sometimes you also have to consider circumstances aren't really in his control. He's lost Kilman to West Ham, joining the Lopetegui region. And of course, one of those players who starred for Chelsea was not too long ago playing for the Wolves, certain Pedro Neto. Another number to the score of old boys coming back to haunt their old clubs.
I don't think he's going to make a difference though, because obviously he was at, how long was he at Wolves for? Years, 13 goals. That was all he had to show for.
Yeah.
Agree, Flair. But let's not forget that he also did have a big role assisting one or two of them. And Maresca probably seems to have gotten something out of him. So well done to the manager there. But
early days.
They still haven't improved. They still haven't improved the team at Wolves, and the fact that Nelson Semedo is also suspended, meaning that Matt Doherty's had to start, hasn't really helped. He's tried a new formation, the 4-2-3-1, still hasn't worked. Too much dependence on Chan Wang, and if he doesn't get it right, they're going to really struggle badly. And Wolves have really got to start recovering now. But if they get some more poor results, then he might end up going the same way as Scott Parker did at Bournemouth. And bear in mind, it was O'Neill who replaced Parker after that 9-0 debacle at Anfield, which Aaron will know very well.
Yeah, certainly would do.
Well, you will remember this one very well, won't you, Ollie?
As well, whilst you're on here. Steve-O, I'll let you go first. I don't know.
Thanks, Ollie. Yeah, thanks for that. What have I got to say?
I'm not going to get too much onto it.
We turned up at Anfield for a training session for Liverpool, pretty much, a practice match. Because we didn't really turn up. We were poor. We let Liverpool play. We let them pass it around. I went on a rant earlier on my stream. I weren't happy.
Well, Mr. B, you predicted the Brentford loss anyways.
Yeah, I did, yeah. But
I think you said clean sheet as well.
Yeah.
I had 3-1, I think.
Same as me.
I'm surprised we would have scored, to be honest, because we weren't good enough. So,
and Burma was shocking for me.
He was terrible by me. He was actually poor, pathetic.
Especially now Tony's out, I don't think Brentford are going to do that well.
Well, I don't know. I think we will pick up eventually, but at the moment, I just don't know what's going on. I mean, you see the signings we're actually making, though. We're actually getting signings in. We got Carvalho, we got
but more is needed, especially if you get rid of Tony.
Yeah, and they're saying we may get Ferguson in. So I'm not sure about them in Chamberlain. I don't really want him there. I don't know why we're after him. I ain't got a clue. But
but you already got Carvalho. You don't need Chambers. I don't get it. Like bloody hell, the hierarchy at Brentford, right?
Should have been more. I think
you've got Carvalho, right? For me, you need to be getting more strikers, right?
That was such a good deal.
Remember, Mr. B, that striker that you bought in, he's injured until Christmas, so you need a striker. Like, Mbomo's good, but you need.
Don't forget, we're getting your Mopay back.
Nah,
that's a strike, isn't it?
Yeah, heads.
Well, we might be getting him back anyway. But yeah, if we get Ferguson in, no, that'd be a sign.
Is that Ferguson thing actually true, by the way? Because that's allegedly it is. It's on. I just read it on Summit. So, to do with Brentford. So, what was the source? The Sun.
No, I
Really?
wouldn't say no.
Football London.
It was Brentford fan news, I think. So, and they generally actually quite good, you know.
Fair enough.
But yeah, if we do get him in, that'd be amazing. So I think we can do better than this. I mean, I'm losing my voice now. Sorry, guys. There's a shouting earlier and ranting. That's what it was.
This is what supporting Brentford gets you now.
But no, we got Colchester next in the League Cup. So if we can't beat them,
Oh.
I mean,
What?
yeah, I might as well.
Wait, oh yeah, you're in the round
That'll
two.
be
aren't you?
Give up. Sorry?
Arnie, I want to ask you. Listen, Trent. Talk to me about Trent. What's going on?
I already told you.
Madrid.
Was it last month?
weren't
What more do you want to hear?
Yeah.
My stance is the same. We know he's going. He won't leave on a free. He'll probably sign an extension. Win-win for all parties involved. Perez ain't gonna mind cashing out something, even though it goes to FSG's pockets, which is a shame. But yeah, we'll get something for him.
Money.
But he's a good player, on. He was great against us, man.
You know what? Yeah, if he goes in the
against us.
We got one more season of him, so I'm just trying to cherish that for now, before Bradley is ready.
if he goes
I
on
think
a
he's
free,
ready as it is.
yeah. If he goes on a free to Real Madrid, that's a disgrace, you know. Like FSG,
He ain't going
you're
on a free.
disgrace.
He ain't gonna go on a free.
So you think he'll send an extension and leave?
Yeah,
Fair enough. And then Van Dijk's future, I know he's come out and
think
said
he's
that.
off.
Yeah,
Same
Van Dijk's definitely
situation.
off.
Same.
Van Dijk might be off to Saudi or something. I don't know where he's gonna go, but yeah.
Salah are gonna go Saudi. We'll
Of
probably
course, now you're getting Chiesa now. Chiesa, hey, Liverpool getting Chiesa on that. Chiesa,
I watched
take
this
him.
game.
I quite rate that. Yeah.
mate,
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
A
Thing is,
weird
right,
transfer.
with Sancho, right? Juventus are interested with Sancho, right? Juventus, right? You can have Sancho, and if you can give me Chiesa, that's a good deal. But obviously, that's never gonna happen. But if United wants to do a swap deal, because I'm hearing about Sterling to United, I swear to God, right?
No,
If we
it won't
get
happen.
Sterling,
That wouldn't happen as an ex-City
I'm done.
player.
They're all saying about him coming to Arsenal as well. That's
But
not.
Sterling to Arsenal, watch this space, right? Watch this space. Watch.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
It's not.
No.
No,
No.
I've already seen stuff. It's not happening.
Hey,
Has your sources confirmed
Forrest,
to you that? No?
rest us.
Yeah, there's
I
nothing
want
there.
your view just quickly on all of you. What's your view on us? OG Valdez has arrived, or
Yeah, you look
still early
decent,
to
but
tell?
hopefully you're not. You look decent.
I think
Hopefully.
Liverpool
Look,
finished
he's
third this
looking
season.
You look comfortable.
He was only
Right.
against bees, mate. He was only against the bees. I think, you know,
You think-
you
you
got
think they'll
tougher
finish
I
one
don't
third?
day.
know, but I'm just
No,
saying,
but you know,
we can only judge
apparently,
it on what we've played in it. You lot in Ipswich.
but apparently, what's it called? Liverpool have some record that they've had the most complete passes or something, or something. Tom was telling me last game it's ever in the Premier League or something like that. So,
Which is,
like, he's obviously doing something.
yeah, I'm very intrigued for the upcoming game, which, by the way, don't forget to tune in. Would most likely be with
Massive
Orest.
game.
So
Oh,
we'll cover
Trafford.
that more. That's the one. That's the acid test, I think, for us.
Yeah, 100%.
That one. But I'm very happy with what I've seen so far. So I just say Boulder starts doing a wizardry job at the minute. Let's hope it stays that way.
If you thought Brentford was easy on, you got United next, even easier, isn't it? Yeah.
Listen, I know Arnie
so.
said about thoughts about Liverpool being good, right? You look decent, but Sunday you won't be decent, mate. You'll be coming to Old Trafford. So I'll save it for the preview. Like, listen,
Save it for the preview.
Old Streamford.
it's the day. But no, listen,
arrived.
Onslaught. Listen, like,
Hopefully.
banter aside, right? Jokes aside.
Arriving.
Look,
I change it to arriving.
Arnie, if I'm being like,
I
banter
actually
aside,
want
right?
him at Tottenham before we got Ange. If you want to,
Yeah.
Banter aside, right?
yeah.
I know you lot are playing good football, but I generally think some of your players are going to disrespect him because if Trent's going to give that attitude, right, other players will look at Trent, and then there will be a different attitude because Onslaught.
I don't think
is
it
not
was
like,
disrespect though.
I think
just
United was taken off.
Onslaught should have.
That's it.
Onslaught. He shouldn't have went to Trent like that though. I mean, he should have left him alone. But for
But
me,
why
right,
not?
No,
He's the
but he's
manager.
got stamp his, who's the boss in charge. And I'm one of the biggest fans of Trent, but even I'm saying sometimes
I get that,
you
but-
got to be patterned.
No, of course.
You'll
Of course.
give him a slap. Well, not exactly, but you know what I mean.
For me, I genuinely, I don't know if it's just me, right? But I genuinely think some of the players will disrespect Slot. I don't know if I'm just being.
No.
Yeah,
I think he'll try.
punish. La la la
Well,
la.
I think it'd be for Liverpool. It depends whether they can let him build stuff in his vision, basically, compared to Klopp, and whether they don't put too much pressure on him and think he's going to be like Klopp. They just have to let him build his own.
Yeah.
Liverpool
Manny,
way.
didn't even
what's
do
your
the fist
thoughts on
bumps.
Liverpool?
Me.
No, Manny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was actually hoping that Brentford would at least score. I had them to lose, but by 2-1. Want to be kind to Mr. B, but again, it's just a case of Brentford not really offering very much, and Liverpool just having too much for them.
Yeah.
I think if in many ways Slot might not have been very happy with the fact that Liverpool didn't really put Brentford to the sword, but again, it's probably a theme that you probably don't want to exhaust yourself by going completely gung-ho against every team so early on. You want to make sure you have something in reserve for some of the bigger tests to come. And look, it's very early days for Arne Slot, and I think the most important thing is that he should have the respect of the players that are already there, because, of course, as Arne will tell you, I don't think they made any signings, and the squad that was there on the match day could very well have been, be it against Ipswich or against Brentford, both of those squads could easily have been picked by Jurgen Klopp. And he's going to have to solve some issues, obviously. I think there has been talk about how Van Dijk may not have a future. Some other players like Andrew Robertson may also be considered to be, coming to the end. And also, you've got to feel for someone like Joey Gomez. What must he do to try to force his way into the team at right back, which is his best position? Because we all know that as good as Trent is going forward, he still can't quite defend for Toffee. And at least Klopp near the end, at least in his final season, was willing to give Gomez some more minutes and chances to prove himself. And he ended up being picked for the England squad as a result. I think Gomez might end up deciding to, move to pastures new. And there will be a lot of transfer activity either in September or in January, mark my words. But I don't want to see a situation where Slot tries to do an Enzo Maresca and go too gung-ho on his squad and say, you know what, some of you guys are just not good enough to be a part of my plans, because he still will need to, really run over many of his players. And credit to someone like a Mo Salah, for all the talk about how he might be off, he's still producing and still scoring goals. So there's a part of me that thinks that he might end up doing an Ian Rush and staying there for more than 10 years and possibly going on to challenge his records. To me, he's everything that Robbie Fowler should have been, but couldn't be. So, there seems to be some cohesion. He's obviously benched Darwin Núñez, which will make, which will make Arnie quite happy. He doesn't like. I know he despises Núñez as a player, too inconsistent.
Striker.
Yeah,
as a player, as a striker, he should be playing the Bobby position, if anything. But he just can't finish for shit.
Do you guys remember?
Yeah. There's another joke about Darwin Núñez made, but I don't want to say that. That's a really horrible. I just think it's early days, but Liverpool also do look good, and I'll be very interested to see how Arsenal do against them and how we end up playing. And we might just have the stronger and fresher defense, but Van Dijk also will definitely be in the last chance saloon, in my opinion.
Yeah, I said that he will. Ask Orest. It's on.
Yeah.
We got that on tape as well.
Yeah, you said that.
Agree.
Yeah. Honeygun, your thoughts on Liverpool?
Yeah, great solid 3 points for Liverpool. Mr. B is disappointing about their defeat, but I think it was always going to be a tough test against Liverpool, and really should be looked at, with all due respect to Brentford, Liverpool as a free hit. But yeah, they went there.
Fish to fry for Brentford.
They went there, and they made a good account of themselves and not getting absolutely
Well,
Obviously, you know,
At least it
Liverpool
wasn't
did-
6-2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Liverpool
Could have
didn't
been,
wipe the floor
and I'm
with Brentford,
second.
which is something to take away. And if I think
Mm-hmm.
the next game against Southampton is going to be very real. You know, that's where we're going to find out where Brentford are going to be this season. We're going to be.
Wait, Brentford play Southampton next?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
I believe so.
Ooh,
We're gonna-
that's a must-win. You know, if you don't win
in
that,
in the key for Brentford to see whether they're going to be in the thick of a relegation
What do you
fight.
think about
Or going to be all right.
Thomas
Sorry,
Frank.
Harry.
Ferguson.
Right. When you think
I
about it,
don't
Harry,
know.
right, we got 2 winnable games next: Colchester and Southampton. If we
If
don't
Thomas
win
Frank
them,
don't win that, he needs to get
you know,
sacked. I'm saying this right now. If Thomas Frank doesn't win against Colchester or Southampton, he needs to leave.
Mm.
He needs
Yeah,
to leave. Like, I'm a big Thomas Frank fan, right? Mr. B knows that, but for me, if he doesn't win against Colchester or Southampton, no, sorry, he needs to be winning both, right? Both.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, the cup game we don't know.
I mean-
'Cause you could put out like third team for the cup game, maybe.
Yeah, but
I mean,
listen,
okay, we
we'll
got
see.
City after that. We ain't going to win that one, but never mind.
Where's that at Brentford or City?
And Spurs.
Is that at Brentford or City?
Spurs as well.
They're playing us away. Is that
Away.
Tottenham?
Yeah, I think Southampton's away. I think.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about
you-
City.
But-
You play us
City.
away for sure. I know. I think you play at home
Yeah.
next game. mate.
Brentford, Mr. B, I'm talking about
Or is it
Man
home?
City.
Yeah, it
Man
might be
City
home
at home.
actually.
Is that home against Man City?
No, because we've got
Yeah.
2 games, then we've got Brentford. So we've got Newcastle away.
Yeah, so we got City and then you, isn't it? We got Spurs.
I
Yeah.
remember the order. I just remember we have.
Yeah.
We've got City and Tottenham back to back. Oh my god.
Oh,
But
pray for
yeah,
Brentford. Just-
we're
Interesting.
gonna, yeah. Quick last thoughts, and we'll wrap off.
We'll see if we're
Yeah, Evan
again.
Ferguson to Brentford. I don't know about that because he's a good player, but he's very, very injury
Brentford,
prone.
I
So.
think Brentford. People are saying that they're gonna get relegated. I don't think they're gonna get relegated, but I think
No.
They
they'll
might, but let's see.
mid
I said
team
Game
of the
week
season.
5. I'm gonna do my final ones.
Yeah, you sort of the prediction, man. I think you sort out everyone in your predictions, Arnie. So
I said Ipswich, then the 2 of Forest, Brentford, or Southampton.
you need to swap
Two of the-
someone with Everton. You need to swap Everton with someone. So yeah, it has to be Brentford or Brighton.
I wish.
don't know.
I wish.
But anyways, we're gonna wrap up
They
here.
won't go down.
We're gonna get people to shout the socials, and also the screens, because they're differently this season. Let's start with Flair. Flair, where can we find you? Big up for you.
AFC Flair on Instagram, AFC Flair YT on YouTube. I might be posting a video soon. I've got one cooking, my first ever video. I've got one planned, so I'll let you guys know on my Instagram when that comes out. But yeah, obviously AFC Flair on Instagram. Big up. Thanks for having me on for the time that I was on because of my stupid dad. Tripping over the bloody white.
Big up to
Don't blame your poor old dad, man. That's
you.
all.
Arnie. Big up to you, Apple Arnie. Where can we find you?
Finally, not the last one. For a change, Nana. Seriously,
Seriously.
it's been good being on again. Rest us.
Sorry,
I'm
Manny.
Steve-O.
Where can we find you? Come to Arnie, gone.
You all up.
Yeah. First of
I'm
all, big up
joking.
to
Arnie, continue. Arnie, continue.
yeah. Sorry.
Get the page up. Football for Life show, partner of the channel with Football Overseas as well. And look out for the preview, obviously, this coming weekend. Big game on the way.
Me and Arnie are
So,
cooking this
me and
week.
What's your
Rest us-
channel? Have you got a channel, aren't they?
My own channel, or
Your
I'm
own
part
channel,
of
yeah.
one.
You
You
have
could get it
one.
up
You
on
You
Facebook.
don't own one, do you? You
The
don't own
Football
one.
for Life show.
Yeah,
that one. You
Football
can put the link
financial.
in. No,
Yeah.
the Football for Life show.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah, no,
So,
big up to Arnie.
Red and
Arnie,
black
we're gonna
logo. Yeah.
Arnie, we'll chat
But this
soon.
will
my
go.
friend.
This will be going up there as well.
Arnie, this week we're gonna chat soon, my friend. So we'll see you this week for the preview.
That'll
Honey
be fun
Gun,
as well.
pick up
Yeah.
yourself as always. Where can we find you?
Yeah, big up everyone tonight. Really good stream. First of all, thank you for having me on as always. Greatly appreciate it. Do feel free to check out everyone's channels here. All great content and great people. And yeah, if you have a spare minute, do feel free to check out my channel, Honeygun. So yeah, as a Bristol City fan, content is very much based around Bristol City. So I'm doing previews and short like live stream reactions to our games at the moment. So yeah, it's going good. If you want to come see a bit of preview content, and yeah, do feel free to come and check it out, man. But you really do appreciate it as always. And yeah, thank you for having me on as always. And
Harry,
yeah,
don't forget
everyone.
Saturday's game.
Sorry, what was that? What was that, Arnie?
Don't forget Saturday's game as well. Big game.
Yes, we
In
won't
Portugal.
forget.
Oh yeah, was it Porto versus Benfica?
Yeah, that one.
Huge
Yeah,
game.
no, big up to you, Hunting. As always, Mr. B.
Who Bristol got next, Harry?
Wait, I'm talking to you. Where can we find you, Mr. B?
No, I just want to know who they're playing.
They play Brentford now. Come on now. Where can we find you?
No.
We've got a derby away.
Sorry?
Derby away. Ooh.
Well,
Newly promoted to the championship as well. So
Well, I don't even know that two players from Derby. Anyways, Mr. B, we can
could be
find you.
tough.
Mr. B. Love you.
Steve Ball.
Bugger off. Anyway. Yeah,
No, he only loves one person.
Hive football chat. Sorry. What?
I said you only love one person.
Okay, enough.
Let me land, man. Come on.
Well, sounds like be precise.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. B, Hive football chat. Mr. B talks England cricket. Yeah, so got a lot going on there, a lot of content. Please check out my reaction stream earlier when I went a bit nuts about losing to Liverpool. Even though, because we just didn't turn up, to be honest, and we let them play, and it wasn't good. But we got to win the next one, surely, against Southampton. So we got a cushion there, hopefully, and beat them. And of course, Colchester in the League Cup. I mean, if we can't beat them, we might as well give up now. So, but yeah, there's plenty more to come, and loads of transfer content and stuff. I even talked about, of course, Ivan Toney yet again earlier. Came into the conversation yet again about he might be going to Saudi Arabia. So looks like it could be on the cards. We just want to get money for him anyway. We can't let him run down his contract and go for nothing. So
I think he's
yeah, whatever we get for him, I mean, 50 mil would be good. I don't think we're going to get higher than that. But yeah, whatever.
You can get a pack of Parables for Tony. That's it. No, 50 million.
Hoyland, isn't it?
Yeah, Mr. B, 50 million is enough for you.
It's the equivalent of Hoyland, isn't it? Man United. Yeah, crap. But anyway, yeah, but yeah, so there's plenty coming up. So please check it out.
Richarlison, man, not Hoyland.
Check it all out, guys, and all my content, and keep supporting me and come on the bees. Thanks, Norris, and the rest of the lads. Been a great stream again. Cheers, guys.
Big up to Mr. Nah, man, big up yourself.
Yeah, piss off.
As you know, in the UK, it's bank holiday, so all the bus drivers must be very, very busy.
Yeah.
You
still can't come on the bus, or you're not coming on. Right?
Why not, man? Why am I banned? What did I do now? Manny, pick up yourself, and yeah, let the people know.
We don't allow Albanians on, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So first of all, big up to Oris for hosting this stream, and big up to the panel, and big up to the chat. Not necessarily everyone, but again, everyone made their contribution, of course. And you can catch me on my socials at Manny Thangatharai1981 on Instagram and Threads, Thangatharai1981 on Twitter. Catch me here on Oris Talks Football and several other channels. Also, big up to Mr. B and both of his channels. We had a stream earlier today talking about the cricket. And I also sent a message, of course. England have named their ODI and T20 squads for the series against Australia, which should be very interesting indeed. And you can catch me occasionally on his Hive Football chat as well. And there's several other channels, obviously, that I don't think I have the time to name because obviously it's quite late and we all have to skedaddle. 2 hours now. I'm sorry to everyone. But yeah, good stream once again. Enjoy talking about the matches, and obviously I will be coming back again as often as possible. But enjoy this entire week of yours. We got some good sporting action coming up. The Paralympics are starting on Wednesday, so all the very best to Team GB and every single team sending athletes to Paris to compete in these games. Always very noble. Yep. And
you got a team there. You got
Come on, China.
Yeah, just nothing much else. Enjoy the rest of the week. Take care of yourselves. Be safe and be happy. And don't do anything that the paddle and I wouldn't do. As always, though, time to bid you all farewell. And I've got to go to sleep. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, cheers, Manny. Thanks, man.
Cheers, Manny.
I know it's very late in India. Pick up yourself. Take some rest and some care. Harry, same with last.
Yeah. So first of all, thanks for having me on. It's good talking about football in general. You can find me at Hasper TV, so please go subscribe to my channel. Also, you can find me on Oris's channel here. You can find me on Tottenham Away. Find me on We Are Tottenham TV. I've been on there before now. The Hotspur Hood. Most Spurs channels, pretty much. I'm on Spurs Die Hard sometimes as well, and it's a podcast every so often. So yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere on YouTube, I guess, to do with football. And yeah, come on, you Spurs, and there's a lot of bigger tests coming up. Put it that way, compared to Everton. Yeah.
No, big up to you. Make sure you guys go check out.
Wait, what was one of them called? Spurs Die Hard.
Yes, it's a podcast thing.
What do they do? Die on there?
No, it's like, Die Hard Spurs fans. Also, yeah, on Tuesday I record a podcast. It's called Two of Our Own. So please go check it out. Episodes come out on Fridays. It's on Spotify as well as on YouTube. So
no one's dying on that one then.
Well, obviously not. No one's dying on the other one either, mate.
Arsenal could be dying against the Spudsies. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Boy, that derby preview stream is going to be insane. But go check out these people's channels. I will put them in the bio after this, so check it out. Subscribe to them, man. Like, guys, you lot say.
And please subscribe to Mr. B. The guy's a legend.
Of course, man. Legend, man.
To all the legends,
only Brentford fan that actually know. So big up to you.
And he's beautiful.
really
big up my drummer.
You've got Specsavers, mate.
Big up my drummer. Listen, we're getting too big. I know. Big up. Obviously, big up to Arnie as well. Is he the only little? No, I think I've had another little funnel name, but nah, big up to you, Arnie. You're gonna get better than Sunday, so yeah. Make sure you guys smash the likes. We'll save it for the preview, don't worry.
Just let me know.
Onslaught's never beaten tonight, by the way. But yeah, smash the likes, subscribe if you're new.
First time for everything.
He hasn't played tonight, has he?
Who?
They have. In the Jokers.
When? Oh, right.
In Holland.
Arnie.
Oh, wait. I could be wrong.
Arnie.
No,
wait, Arnie. 0 signings.
Yeah. I'm from the middle finger. I'm from the east side. Yeah.